Hello everyone, this is Dan with Syntax, and today we're going to be going over how to take a screenshot with our automation. Okay, so again guys, please watch previous videos. We do build upon the next and make what we're currently watching a little bit easier to understand and digest. Now, taking a screenshot, what does that mean? Well, you guys should know what taking a screenshot is, right? We do that on our cell phones, tablets, right? We just take a image of the screen that we're currently watching, right? What we're currently seeing. Now, why might we want to take a screenshot when it comes to testing or any type of automation? Well, whether it be that it passed, if it failed, um, many different reasons that can happen. And we kind of want to get proof of what's going on, right? So we would go ahead and have a take a screenshot method here, and I'll show you how to do that. But we go ahead and utilize that so we can kind of get visual proof and kind of a reference point to see kind of what happened, whether it pass or fail. And there's more kind of robust ways of coding it, so we can trigger a screenshot on a failure. We can just have it whenever we want, right? And these are things that we can do when we start implementing different types of frameworks. But that's another conversation for another day. Today I just simply want to go over how we go ahead and code to take a screenshot, okay? Well, if you guys don't already have it, you're going to need the Apache Commons jar file. If you don't have that, we could put a link in the description. Our students, you guys should have that, but for anyone else watching this, we can go ahead and put that link into the description. You want to go ahead and download the jar file. You'll get it here, and then you go to your downloads file, and we want to go ahead and double click, or for Windows users, right click and select unzip. Once it's unzipped, you now have your jar file, okay? As you can see, mine is here right above the zip file that I went ahead and unzipped. Now, once I have that, I need to go to my project. I need to go to my Selenium project here, right click, go to properties, go to build path, go to libraries, then go to add external jars, and go to my downloads folder and find my Apache Commons jar file, which I have here. I can then hit that, select it, and then open, right? But I've already done so. Mine's over here. And then after you have it, you see it here, you go ahead and select apply and close. Now you should have the proper jar files to allow you to do this, all right? Now, it takes a screenshot is an interface that we have to use, and we went ahead and cast our driver here as well. So we're casting our functionality of our driver over to be able to implement with our interface here. Now, it takes a screenshot, has a method called getScreenshotAs. Pretty self-explanatory, right? And our output type for that is a file. So when we go ahead and take the screenshot, it goes ahead and generates a file for us. All right. So what we have to do is type exactly what you see here. We went ahead and call our file from our Java source, right? We named it as source file, right? Because our object that we're working with is a file, right? We named it source file, and then we're calling our TS here, right? We're calling the method from our take a screenshot interface, and the method is get screenshot as, and as I mentioned to you already, the output type dot file, right? We want to go ahead and choose file. Now, I have here in a try and catch block, always a good practice to do so. It lets us easily handle our exceptions and errors if something might happen. Now we want to use file utils. This was very important. That's why we also needed the Apache Commons, right? We needed to be able to use file utils. Okay. Then file utils, we have a method here called copy file. So we want to copy this file, right? Our source file. Now that we've copied our source file, we want to create a new file, right? So we have new file. And then here as our argument is going to be the location of the file that we want. So I have my screenshots folder at screenshots right here. And then I have slash, and then we always put pics.png, which is our extension type. Okay. Now, here is my handling my exception, my try and catch block, and then if there was no screenshot taken for some reason, I would get this printout as well. So that's how we code that, okay? We use our takes a screenshot interface. We put our driver here, right? We want to cast our driver. We have our other takes a screenshot here. We write it just like this, right, for our interface. We named it TS, obviously, takes a screenshot, pretty self-explanatory. Then we have a file type here as our type that we're working with. We have a source file. We're using our interface. Its method is get screenshot as. Our argument here is our output type, and we want a file as our output type again. Then we have our file utils. We have a method dot copy file, right? We file utils dot, and then we have copy file. And here as our argument is we want to take our source file, the one that we generated over here, and then we want to make a new file, right? So we're copying this file into a new file, and then right here as our argument is our location, and then our PNG, which is our extension. Okay, so let's go ahead and run. What I have here is just some code, one of our previous lessons we've done, which is the checkbox demo, where it's going to select a checkbox option number 4. So it's going to go ahead and run through the code. It's going to select the checkbox, and then after that, it's going to go ahead and take a screenshot of that. And what I can also do is driver.quit. I'll quit the browser here so we can go ahead and close the instance of our browser. Here we go. So we're going to go ahead and run. There we go. It selected option number 4. So let's go back to our framework here. Now you can see here that there's no screenshot. What we have to do is we can go to the top here or go over our screenshots, and we want to hit refresh. Now that we refreshed, you can see here that my file name is pics and its extension is PNG, and this is the location. Okay, so you see screenshots, and then we named it pics, and the file extension is PNG. Now we can go ahead and select that, and then here's the screenshot, and you can see that it selected option number 4 on our checkbox. Alright guys, well that is a quick and easy description of takes a screenshot. It can get more complicated, and there can be more robust and clever ways of implementing this, but that is again another discussion for another day. Alright guys, well that's it for me. Happy coding, and we'll see you in the next one.